Hey everyone, my name is Gamer Corey and welcome back to another video of mine. Now in this video we are going to be discussing some of the latest news and rumors about Grand Theft Auto 6. Now there are things that we obviously have speculated. There's things that have been slightly confirmed based on some of the rumors on the PS5 and some of the things that even Sony themselves have said that are going to be releasing next year. So we'll just have to kind of see. Now, obviously, we do know that the Sony PlayStation 5 is set to release later than a year from now, so probably May of 2020 or later. And I did have another video talking specifically about this, where they will potentially be releasing it in the summer of 2020, but more likely releasing it towards the holiday season of 2020 so they can kind of capitalize on sales. Now, I do think it's in their best interest to release the new PlayStation 5 towards the end of summer next year, because they'll get that initial purchase of the players that truly want the PS5, and then there'll also be the holiday season just right around the corner from that. So we'll have to see if that's true or not. Now, the other big rumor about Grand Theft Auto 6 is that Sony and Rockstar have gone into a partnership, and that Grand Theft Auto 6 could have exclusive rights to the PlayStation for at least 1 month. So there's going to be a lot of money exchanged just to have that. So that's out of the way. I've kind of briefly have covered that in one of my other videos, but let's go ahead and kind of move forward. There's a lot of stuff to cover, and I'm probably going to have to break that down into a few different videos. Otherwise, this would be like a 45-minute video, and I don't really want to bore you guys too long with that. So we're going to kind of just get into it, and we're going to really talk about what it is, when is it going to be coming out, when is it potentially being launched, and kind of when can we truly play it. That's kind of what I want to talk about in this video. So with Red Dead Redemption 2 now completely out of the way, as far as the story mode, obviously there is the online beta, and it's still in beta, and they're still continuously working on it, but they're also continuously working on Grand Theft Auto 5 online editions as well, and that still is being in production. With that being in production, even with Grand Theft Auto 6 being released potentially next year, there is a good chance that they're going to keep up with Grand Theft Auto 5 online as well, because not everybody is going to be able to jump right over to Grand Theft Auto 6, so just kind of have to wonder what's really going to happen and then kind of balance the two out, because Red Dead Redemption 1 is still online with Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead Online Beta that we know of right now. So they can coexist with each other. It's just going to be kind of a matter of time to see what all kind of shakes out. Now that they can actually start working on Grand Theft Auto 6, and we do know that it is inevitable. It will happen at some point. It's just a matter of when. So how can we be so confident about Rockstar's next move? Well, Grand Theft Auto 5 has been one of the most successful. And if you truly look at it being one of the most successful games, especially in this generation and like right now, number one is honestly Tetris. Old school Tetris is the number one best-selling game. Number two is Minecraft. Number three is Grand Theft Auto 5 specifically. Now, obviously, the success that Grand Theft Auto 5 had with it is because of online, and that's the reason that so many people had to purchase the 5 title. So we'll just have to kind of see if that's really going to be a continuation of that or not. But it has been uber successful, being the third best game ever to be sold with over 100 million copies. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on from there. It's been one of the most successful releases in the world, and even though we're still enjoying Grand Theft Auto Online, It's now been nearly 6 years since the launch of Grand Theft Auto 5, which means that a new one is only probably a few years away at the very most. Now, if we look at the Grand Theft Auto series from its initial launch in the 90s, this is the longest time period that any Grand Theft Auto series game has been taken place. So we are looking at 6 years. Before that, it was 5. So this is the longest gap between two Grand Theft Auto 5 or Grand Theft Auto series games. Now, a lot of that is to do with Grand Theft Auto Online, and it's still to this day super popular. And we know that with Grand Theft Auto 6, that's only going to make it even that much more popular with Grand Theft Auto 5 and also Grand Theft Auto 6. So it's going to be big. It's going to be an absolutely big series. I mean, Grand Theft Auto in itself is a huge series, but when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, it's going to be way up there in sales over time. Now, what we do know for certain is that we won't see a Grand Theft Auto 6 release date in this year of 2019. So, don't get your hopes up for that, guys. It's probably not going to happen. But like I mentioned at the very beginning of this video, there is a huge rumor, and it has not really been confirmed, that Rockstar and Sony have partnered, but we do have a lot of information on the PS5, which honestly, for me, tells me that when Grand Theft Auto 5 really made strides because it was released on the last generation consoles, and then it revamped it and kind of made it the same game, but released it on PS4, PC, and the Xbox One. Now, if they want to capitalize at their best possible stance for making the most amount of money, they would release it before PS5 is released. And if it does release next year, then it would make a ton of sense that they actually put the game into circulation in the summer of next year, right before, or like 2 months probably before it would go into the next generation consoles, because they're going to double their sales. You're going to purchase it for one, and then you might have to purchase it for the other one. And then, you know, whether you have it for the PS4 or Xbox, then you might have to purchase it for the PS5. And that only doubles their sales on the same exact game. Because people like me that are going to make it, if Sony truly and Rockstar truly have made a partnership about making it exclusive, then people are going to have to purchase either the PS4, which would be very smart on Sony's part, or they might have to purchase it on the PS5, or they could have to do both, because if it's truly not released and they truly buy the rights to it, there is a good chance that both consoles, PS4 and PS5, would get it for a month exclusive when each of those are respectively released. Now, there was a hoax date release with a lot of fake pop-up ads spread across the internet. Rockstar came out to inform us that we wouldn't be seeing a game developed during the next year. And that was a while ago, so if you guys remember that at all. Details may have been thin on the ground, but that doesn't stop us gathering together the bits and pieces of gossip, rumors, and facts of personal pleasure for our personal pleasure. Why wouldn't we do that? We all want this game to come. Rockstar knows that we all want this to come out, so they will do whatever it takes to release this, but it's just a matter of time. So without further ado, here are some of the other things about Grand Theft Auto 6. Now, again, I said at the kind of during the middle of this video that I'm not going to go over everything. There is going to be separate videos about the specific about Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out. And I am very stoked and very excited for this to be released, hopefully in the next couple of years. But we'll just have to see if Rockstar gets their act together and truly does what the fans want. There's so many people playing online that is absolutely insane, and this would only make Rockstar just blossom and blow up with a success, especially if they get Red Dead Redemption onto beta at the same time, because you're going to basically, you know, there's a lot of similar players that play both games already, but when Red Dead Online gets out of the beta phase and then they would release, you know, Grand Theft Auto 6 or GTA 6, that's only going to make, oh my gosh, their sales are just going to be all over the place, and it's going to be amazing for them. So why would they not want to focus on both games right now? So obviously Grand Theft Auto 6 is the next anticipated series of the highly popular Grand Theft Auto series. When is it going to come out? Well, that's the next biggest mystery. Again, there's been a lot of fake people that have put stuff about 2020. I do have a feeling it's going to be before then. I would love to see it come out next year. There's a lot of things that are pointing out to the end of next year, but nothing has been released. But we do have E3 just right around the corner, and hopefully, just hopefully, we'll get a little bit of a snippet and maybe a little bit of information from Rockstar that it could potentially be coming out next year. But it's definitely going to be, you know, if it's not 2020, it should be before the holiday season of 2022. And like I said, a lot of the fake rumors suggested 2019, but I've also seen a lot of things out there about 2022. So, will it be launched on the PC? Probably. Both Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5 eventually made their way to the PC, but it's usually console, and then it's PC later. So, and obviously, if it's true with the rumors that we have heard, it's going to be Sony, Xbox, then eventually PC. And it usually, I mean, it's going to be a month because that's what the rumor is, that they have bought the exclusive rights for 1 month, and then it would come out on Xbox, and then it's usually a few months after that is when they eventually see it on the PC. But that is all the time that I have for in today's video. I'm going to get into the rest in upcoming videos. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this one, and if you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below. It would help me out a lot and is greatly appreciated. But until next time, YouTube, you guys keep doing what you're doing because you're already doing it, and you guys stay gaming.